Welcome, my friends. This is Zed of the World. I am doing my first Star Citizen ship review on the Retaliator. The Retaliator is a medium-sized long-range bomber. It comes with 5 turrets, has 1 pilot seat, can store, I would assume, up to 8 torpedoes, judging from the fact that it has 2 cargo bays. Right now, it can only hold 4, which is what the Foundry 42 guys have decided to put in there for looks. The Retaliator has a little bit of controversy going on right now in the forums, particularly about the turret and the gun sizes on the turret. I don't think that the turret size right now has very much of a bearing, because the only thing that we have to limit to the persistent universe is the Arena Commander module, which doesn't really show the proper statistics for how the damage is going out, because they're still balancing all the systems. I mean, they just did a major balance overhaul with 1.1 that's just released about 2 weeks ago today. Now, if you look at the ship, it really has the feeling of an SR-71 Blackbird, kind of mixed with the B-17. I love this design. I love this ship. There's only a couple things that I don't really like about it, and I think it has to do with the fact that it's a very early implementation of the ship. Chief being these vertical ducts that they use for landing. I don't really understand what they're here for, if they're here to provide extra thrust, or if they're just there for VTOL landing. I know that they tilt up. They've shown a couple of times with the Retaliator that these tilt up to allow you to land. I don't know how they would, fall back into place once you've landed. It just looks like it's clipping the ground, and even now it looks like they're just an extra set of landing gear because they're touching the ground. Maybe it's sitting too low right now or something like that. I'm not sure. The second problem that I have with the exterior of the ship is the placement of the bottom turrets. Now, I'm not one to complain about not having a proper amount of field of view, but to me it looks like this bottom turret in the back and the front turret is not going to be able to see very much. And I don't really have that much of a problem with it. I just think that on a gameplay side it's going to irritate a lot of players. It's not a very good thing to have when I can stand right over here and can't even see the turret, let alone have the turret twist around and shoot at anything coming from that angle, which isn't a bad thing from a gameplay standpoint, because ships are going to have to figure out the ways that they can come in at a bomber and take them out without taking too much damage themselves, because turrets are scary. Let's face it. We've got a lot of ships in Star Citizen now that have turrets on them. The new one being the Vanguard, which has a nice pop-out turret. I'll be doing a review on that later. But these turrets, they can be scary. And even though they're size 1, the fact that you got 2 of them on each turret, and if you come in from certain angles, you got 3 of them shooting in at you. So you have to take that into account. If you come in from the top here and you're swooping in, you got 1, 2, 3 turrets that can swing around and hit you. So just be aware of that when you're fighting. I would say if you're going to come in from any angle, coming in from where I'm standing right now, you swoop in and none of the turrets can hit you from that angle except for that one right up there on the side. And I would say 1 turret's better than 3. Alright, let's head up into the interior. That's about all the gripes that I have with the turrets. Well, the exterior in general. I love this elevator. The fact that I know that they added these elevators in just because a lot of people were complaining about the Constellation only having that 1 slot elevator that They think that you can only have one person go up and down, and it kind of makes me laugh a little bit. I love the interior design of the ship, uh, and especially how it's like 1970s, 1980s sci-fi. Get the aliens design, everything's all white and black, and it just looks like the interior of the Nostromo, which makes me happy because I love the aliens movies, and I think there needs to be more ships that have an interior design just like this, and I hope that Aegis continues to have this style. Now we have this cargo bay that I just walked in. We have 9 meter long torpedoes here, which they look they look scary. They do. I'd hate to get an Idris to get hit by one of them things. So we have the bathroom over here, which I noticed a lot of people were having trouble finding. If you just head in on the right, there's your toilet, there's your sink, there's your shower. Uh, Amenities. I like the fact that they're in all the ships. It makes me think that we're gonna see a lot of them, just for the role-playing standpoint. Over here we got our. I believe this is the engine console. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then another cargo bay back here, which Lazo was saying before, I think can hold up to 8 or 4 torpedoes in here as well. So we might have a complement of about 8 torpedoes here, which, depending on how much damage they do, could do a lot. We got a turret access point right here. I find a couple of these areas kind of useless, like this turret access point. I think they should just take out this interior wall right here and let you have a go at it. Here's another turret access point, some more lockers. There should be another one on the left-hand side right here. This is the left-hand turret, waist turret. And like I said, overall, I love the design, the interior design of the ship. It makes me think of the Nostromo from Alien, and I just love that. I love just the minor details in this game make it all worthwhile. All right, let's head up to the B deck. This is one of the areas that I think that they shouldn't change at all. We got a turret right here. We've got an armory right here. You can put so many weapons in here, and I don't even think that they should have this many slots. We've got the bedroom in here, which I think these are also escape pods. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe these launch out. And then this thing right here, if I was living on a spaceship, this is what I would want in my spaceship. I would want to wake up in the morning, be able to look up and see the stars right outside my bedroom window. I wouldn't even care if I was hotboxing it with 3 other dudes. This right here is absolutely gorgeous. I hope they keep that in, even if they do happen to do another redesign on it. Then once again, we got another window right here. I love it. It's beautiful. All the color scheme of this whole ship is perfect. They did a really good job with this. Alright, here's another turret access point right behind the pilot. And this is one of the gripes I have right here. There's only one pilot. Now, I love the flow and the design of the way that the cockpit is. You know, you got that one singular cockpit, makes you think that you're in a fighter almost. But to me, I think that this is one of the ships that really deserves a co-pilot slot. And I think that they should be kind of Cutlass style, sitting one behind the other. And that would keep the flow and the design of everything going, but just have an extra guy. I mean, there's no harm in having another seat. I don't see any harm anyway. There could be. But we got these nice big screens in front of us, and every time I see these screens in the game, I think to myself, they're gonna change the game to where I don't have to wear that stupid helmet. And I hope I'm right about this. Because I don't like the whole gamey UI that we have right now. I realize we're in a drone sim when we play Arena Commander and everything like that, but it's one of those small things that they can add in that just increase immersion and make the sim fans happy. I am a sim fan, but I love the arcade games too. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a hardcore simmer, obviously, but I got my joystick, I got my rudder pedals and everything like that, and I want to be able to look out and not have a crowding UI in my face. And when I look at these screens, I want to be able to look down, change whatever screen is on there to whatever I want, look down there, see what I want, look back up, and be able to just fly. Just normally. I don't want to see that speed gauge or whatever, or everything there. I want to fly by instinct. And I think a lot of other people want to as well. I love the animation here getting out of the seat. Uh, with the Aegis ships, I've noticed that the pilots got to maneuver around, on the sides right here. They got to, like, get over there and they got to hop on there. Oh, almost got myself stuck. And that's... I like that. I like that about it. You can really feel that it's a military ship. They don't want to give all the amenities to people. Here is what I'm assuming is the pilot's bedroom, or maybe even a brig. I'm not sure. See, I like to think that this is a brig because the Avenger has a brig too. And, you got this window right here on there. And if I was living in a bedroom, I wouldn't want a big-ass window like this in my... just anywhere. So maybe it's a brig, maybe it's maybe you can use it as both. Who knows? We'll see what happens later on, huh? Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna head back out to the exterior of the ship. One other gripe that I have about the interior is it's very dark. I don't think they finalized the lighting in here yet. But maybe they will soon. You get a nice little glimpse at my other ships over there in the hangar. I got a Gladius, a Gladiator, and a Super Hornet over there. I'll be doing reviews of those later. Overall, I love this ship. I don't understand anything about the VTOL thrusters here, so don't get me wrong. I like how they look. I just don't understand their function right now, because we have two big engines in the back, and they look like they'd be enough to propel it. And as we've seen before, it seems like the maneuvering thrusters are strong enough anyway, so maybe it's just an aesthetic choice that the designers took, and yeah, I'm fine with that. But anyway, this was a Retaliator review. Fly with honor, my friends, and have a good day.